Two-thirds of the American people support Donald Trump's policy prescriptions for immigration right now, including a majority of Hispanics
But
in
what
the
about
United
his
States.
comments?
Let me just
I mean,
tell
do
you
you
a
see
few
them
things.
as racist and xenophobic comments? I mean, he's painting migrants as,
No.
being violent, that they have violent tendencies.
That's Scott Jennings talking to two liberal women on CNN about Donald Trump being a mean meanie who says things that hurt people's feelings. Welcome to Nerk News, I'm Nerkish, and today we're going to watch two emotional political shills on CNN get shut down for peddling tired lies about Trump's position on immigration that even level-headed Democrats are starting to admit aren't true.
And what the Biden campaign is going to do, as they should, they're going to use those comments as yet another demonstration of just how anti-immigrant, anti-Latino, anti-American Donald Trump is, as he's trying to convince people outside of his MAGA coalition that he actually wants them to support him. He's never going to be able to do that with these horrific racist comments that he's making, and he seems to enjoy what he's saying. And yes, it riles up his MAGA base because they are as xenophobic as he is, but it does nothing to try to add support from the voters, the independents, the suburban women, the other coalitions that he needs in order to win. So as a Democrat, by all means, keep saying what you're saying. It's exactly who he is at his core. As a Latina and as an immigrant, it makes me want to throw up, frankly, to tell you the truth.
Scott?
So I just want to point out that that woman rambled on and on for a minute and a half with emotional appeals and ad hominem attacks, ripping Trump for his horrific racist comments and his MAGA base for being as xenophobic as he is. Now what they're going to do next is the exact opposite of mansplaining. It's femerupting. It's when emotional know-nothing liberal women interrupt people speaking when they say things they don't like. Scott Jennings can't get 6 seconds into his answer before they cut him off with more of this BS and personal attacks. Just watch their faces during this whole thing.
Two-thirds of the American people support Donald Trump's policy prescriptions for immigration right now, including a majority of Hispanics
But
in
what
the
about
United
his
States.
comments?
Let me just
I mean,
tell
do
you
you
a few
see them
things.
as racist and xenophobic comments? I mean, he's painting migrants as,
No.
being violent, that they have violent tendencies, right? And of course, dehumanizing them
is he? Is he?
to being entertainment for the rest of us.
Is he painting them as being violent? I mean, would Lake and Riley think they were violent? Would Rachel Marin think they were violent? Would Jocelyn Nungare in Texas think they were violent? How about the girl that was raped in broad daylight in New York City? How about the girl that was kidnapped in Missouri? Yeah, there are violent people in the country. And yeah, Donald Trump uses colorful language, but the bottom line is immigration is killing Joe Biden's campaign right now. This is why he has a low approval rating. This is why Donald Trump is honing in on this. And people are responding to it, and people are fed up with it. And if you want to call two-thirds of the country racist or xenophobic because they're in a mood right now that they want this fixed, yes, agree. By all means, go on. It's not going to work.
You know, this might sound bad, but the current batch of liberal women that we have need to grow up or get out of politics. They do every single thing that men from 50 years ago would use as an argument for not having women in the political arena. They base everything on emotion and feelings. They're overly performative and theatrical, cry at the drop of a hat, use their looks to advance their careers, and cry sexism whenever they're held accountable for their actions. I mean, nearly every single debate and interview with them is the same. They're like children playing dress up as adults, pretending to be mature until you say something they don't like, then they interrupt and throw a temper tantrum. And worst of all, they base their whole identity on attacking Trump for being argumentative and mean. But let me know what you think. What's the deal with Democrat ladies lately? Does it have to do with age or political persuasion or something else entirely? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. That stuff really does help us out. Until then, this has been Nerk News. Thanks for watching. Bye!